So a few months ago, I made a video about the Google Pixel Buds A series. These are the new Google Pixel Buds A series, where I called them a complete disaster of a product, and I basically ripped on these headphones for 10 minutes. And they are by far the worst headphones I have ever owned. I've since grown to change my mind about the Pixel Buds. I now use them on a nearly daily basis, and I really enjoy them. So today I want to take a few minutes to apologize to this piece of tech and to explain how my views have changed. But before we get to that, I want to briefly explain what was wrong with them in the first place, where I got this horrible view of the Pixel Buds from. Flashback to November 2022. I was about to travel to Guatemala. I was about to leave the country actually for months. And I would be out from November until April. So I was gone for like 5 months, right? And I'd ordered a Google Pixel 6, my new phone. This is my Google Pixel 6. I got a lot of thoughts about this phone too, but that's another topic. There's good and bad things about it. But the phone came with a promotion, which means if you're one of the first people to order it, you get these free headphones. And I was already on the fence. I was like, do I really need this Google Pixel 6? Because I had an older phone it was getting very old, but it was still working. But then this promotion basically pushed me into buying it. I was 50-50, then I was like, well, I've never had a good small pair of wireless headphones. I've never messed around with AirPods or anything like that. I always thought they were just for hipsters with too much money on their hands. But then I saw these and I was like, you know what? I already have the Google phone. Let me see what this is all about. So I bought them, or I should say I was gifted them with my phone. And actually the phone arrived literally 2 days before I was flying to Guatemala. I was leaving the country. I was going on this big trip. So I was like, great, I can use this in the airport. I'm gonna have lots of travel time when I can test these out. I can enjoy whatever noise canceling features they have. It'll be great. And then I get them. And those who saw my original video will recall, they didn't work. Well, one of them worked. The left earbud worked. The right earbud did not work. I had one functioning earbud, and even as I try to speak with one earbud, and it's a very strange thing. Imagine having like an earplug, and then you're like blocked on one side, and then your voice sounds strange, and yeah, it's very like disconcerting having one earbud. But anyway, so I had the one earbud that worked. I complained in that video, which a few people have called me out. Like some people have been definitely ripping into me in the comment section and saying like, you sound pretentious, you sound spoiled, like what do you expect? Companies make mistakes, like you got a bad pair. But the situation was I was about to go traveling. I literally didn't even have time to do the return process or anything. So in my anger at Google releasing what I thought was an unfinished product, I stand by that opinion, which is that Google needs to improve their quality control. As I pointed out, there's huge threads. There's all these people on the internet who have had the same problem. And that was the video I published about the Pixel Buds. Flash forward literally 5 months later, I'm back in Canada. I see in the corner of my bedroom these old Pixel Buds, which have just been gathering dust for the past 5 months. And I think to myself, okay, maybe I should give them another shot. Like maybe I should talk to Google's support team, try to get a new pair. First of all, I was thinking, are they even going to support them? Are they going to give me some bullshit like, oh, you've waited too long. Why didn't you do it in the first 30 days? And then we'd have a whole back and forth about that. But that didn't happen. And the second part of this video is I want to talk about the return process, which actually was smooth and painless. I went on a chat. I'll put a link to where that chat is just in case someone else has a similar issue. But I started chatting with one of the representatives. I explained the whole situation. They never even asked why I waited 5 months to do this, but they just asked me what steps I had done. I explained all those steps I'd followed. I linked him to the pages of like the different things I'd tried to do. I proved to him that my firmware was up to date, that it was fully charged, like all the things I had to do. And then they were like, okay, they give you a return label so you don't need to pay for shipping. Basically, you just need a box and some tape. You go to the local post office. They ship it back for free. And a neat feature they have is actually you basically they put a hold on your credit card to like prove that you're actually gonna like not just steal their product. But if you put a hold on your credit card, they can mail you the new pair before you've even sent the old pair. Do you understand? So basically, as soon as that chat is done, like the new pair is on the way. And then a couple days later, I mailed this to them, and they never charged my credit card because, like, you know, they got their pair back. Obviously, I did not need a broken pair of headphones. Anyway, so a few days later, my new pair arrived. As soon as I synced them, and you know that moment, like right before I actually put them both in, I'm like, oh, please don't be broken again. Please don't be broken again. But as soon as I heard that familiar sound in both ears, I realized not only did I have a working pair, but actually they sounded better. Like the working ones sounded better. That's why I want to apologize for what I was saying in that earlier video. Because I also trashed the sound quality on these. It sounds like I'm listening to some aluminum tin can. My working Pixel Bud was not working as well as these ones. So I just had an awful pair of broken headphones. And so now that we've moved past that, let me give like a very brief review of my experience using these. I now use these every day. I used to use my Sonys almost every day, these big over-ear ones, which have epic noise cancellation. But frankly, like these are just too much pressure on the ears to be using for long periods of time. And I mean, on occasion, I would be biking through town with these on, and like I realized it's actually kind of a safety concern. Like I should not be like canceling sounds when I'm on a bike. Like don't do that. That was an awful idea. With these, I have a good balance of like being able to still hear all the sounds around me, but still like enjoy a podcast or some music, you know. Also, these ones I can use, I would say, for 2 to 3 hours in my ear before it starts to kind of get annoying and like bug my ear. Your mileage may vary, but for me, I would say 2 to 3 hours of comfortable usage in one day. The battery life isn't super great. Like after 3 hours, they're already pretty low. But the thing about the case is, like let's say I am biking to the supermarket and then, okay, so I bike. And then when I get there, like I'm going to the supermarket and I just put them into the case and they're immediately charging. I mean, you guys know how this works. They're immediately charging in the case. And then I'm shopping for 15 minutes. And then by the time I open it up again, like it has another 20 to 30% of charge. So it's very rare that I would actually be like, oh, I can't use them anymore because they're out of battery. Because as long as you like keep the case relatively charged, like charge it once a week or whatever, you'll be fine. So yeah, functionally, like it's not even that big of a deal. You just get home, you just plug in the case and away you go. Sound quality, you know, it can't compete with the big boys and it never will. That's physics. Like that's the size of these things. There's only so much you can do. But yeah, I mean, I do phone calls on these and I have no problem hearing people. I've asked some people how I sound. I've been like, I have new headphones. Can you hear me okay? People have said it's fine. Maybe they're just being polite. Maybe I sound like shit. I don't know. But no one has complained about audio quality while I'm using these on the phone. What else? Oh yeah, I love the feature of like how if you have them both in and you just take one out, it'll pause the music. Like it's very smart at knowing, and then you put it back in. I don't know. Yeah, I don't even know how it senses your ear, but it just senses that it's there and then turns on again. Again, I'm new to wireless headphones. Like I don't know if that same feature is on the Apple AirPods and other competitors to this product. But I do know that I appreciate it. I like the design. I like the fact that you have the USB charger, which everyone has available. It's actually very fun to just like, like sometimes when I'm restless or I'm just thinking about stuff, I'll just be like, just fiddling with this beautiful little plastic egg. And that's it. I mean, that's my new thoughts on the Pixel Buds. Decent battery life, decent sound quality, cool form factor, no connectivity issues. The price is good, especially if you get them free with your phone. I feel guilty that I am now like ripping on this product, which I'm using on a daily basis. Like, I don't want to be, I don't want to just be one of those people just trolling and sharing negativity. Like, at the end of the day, they are a cool product. And I thought you guys deserved to know that. I apologize to people who I might have misled with my last video. And yeah, I don't know how to end this video. Just, we cool.